Katie Money in the building.
What the fuck going on?
How you doing?
Awesome.
Alright, so some of your songs are Top Speed, Propane, Po Nigga, featuring who?
Top Speed, Po Nigga, Propane featuring nobody.
Nobody?
Yeah.
Okay. So Propane just dropped about 3 weeks ago. Where you get your name from, for starters?
See, my name come from Warner Robins, because I was part of a gang in Warner Robins. So they just, when I got locked up and did my first bid, they named me after the gang. Everybody, instead of calling me by my real name, you know, when you get locked up, people don't call you by your real name. So they call me by that name.
Alright. So how long have you been rapping?
5 years.
5 years. That's
Or
like,
better.
That's like in the studio for 5 years? Or like...
Off and on. I did 2 bids in Chain Gang, so they kind of like cut it short. So you'll say like 2.5, just. Brr.
Okay. So you signed with DJ Plug Records?
Hell no, boy. Fuck no.
What's that relationship?
That relationship.
Who was that? I just seen some. You were tagged on someone on Instagram when you were signing with somebody.
Yeah, that was a long time ago though.
Oh, okay.
With I Love My Plug or DJ Cutthroat.
Okay, but you independent now.
Yeah, I'm independent.
That's a bit. And when it comes to your visuals and your videos, are you solely in charge of the whole thing?
Yeah, I'm in charge of everything.
Alright, because I seen Propane, you know, he was inside of a jail. And then for Po Nigga, you had that straight jacket on.
Nah, that was Propane too.
Oh, my bad, Propane too. Okay,
Yeah.
you had the straight jacket on. So that was your idea for me, the straight jacket?
Yeah, that was my idea. As soon as I seen it, I'm like, gotta put that on.
Why did you want to have that jacket on?
Cause I don't even know. It's just the idea just sparked.
So when it comes to your music, do you have a specific message that you're pushing out, or is it more so I'm just telling my story? Like
More so I'm telling my story. Like whatever I'm going through at the time. Cause I'm really past the stage of like what I done been through. So now it's more on what I'm doing at the time.
Okay. So you've been rapping for 5 years now. Prior to you like going to the studio and actually sitting down recording it, or however they may be, like what is your music process like?
What you mean?
Like, okay, do you just freestyle, then you go in, or do you write something down?
And I just put the headphones on and go.
Okay. Do you plan to collaborate with anybody this year?
I already got some collabs this year, so I don't know. I do plan on it, but it's really on them and what they got going on, you know. Some of them, coronavirus and stuff, they catching the corona, holding me up.
So when it comes to your performances, I see you do that. Has COVID like stopped you from performing too?
Nah, it ain't affected that. Good thing I ain't caught it. Y'all in this motherfucker with no mask on and shit.
What's your main goal pushing your music?
My main goal is to just go global.
Alright.
Like, next level. Like, I want VH1, MTV. I want to do a song with, like, Demi Lovato. Yeah.
So eventually you want to move, like, to pop?
Yeah.
I think that's smart. The baby did that. And now he in a lot of different lanes. So is there anything else you would like to tell the people? Can they remember you by?
Katie Money.
Alright.
Katie Money. Remember me by Katie Money. 44 Dunn. Pine Street legend. You know.
Can you tell me about like where you grew up and?
I grew up in so many places.
Tell me about it.
Still traveling. I was born in Atlanta though, but I traveled in so many different cities. I grew up really right around the corner on Irwin Street. Grew up over there. Grew up south side, north side of Warner Robins. Meta, Georgia. That shit's so small. You say Meta, nigga don't know who the hell you talking about. But, you know, I grew up with them too. So I got different little cities.
Okay, so the place you grew up, do you feel like it shaped who you are in your music?
I do feel like that.
Okay. If you wasn't rapping, what would you be doing?
If I wasn't rapping, what I'd be doing?
Yeah.
Selling drugs.
Okay.
I didn't sit up in here.
And being that you was rapping for 5 years, how long do you feel like it took you to come up with your sound?
Well, about 5 years.
Okay.
It did take a minute to get that perfect. I ain't gonna say perfect because ain't nothing ever perfect, but just to get that great sound to where I could just go in the studio and just rap on any beat and it come out my flow. Like, you know, there's Katie Money on there and every song I drop riding. It took about 5 years for that.
Who's some people that you listen to, like, before you were rapping, like, they just kind of probably heavily influence your music, like?
Chief Keef. Like, right before I started rapping, I was listening to Chief Keef.
Okay. And when your career took off, or like when you took off and your page started doing numbers, your YouTube started doing numbers, like, how did that change? Did it change anything, or the people around you?
No, everybody still the same. Cause the people around me don't be the people around me. So like, you don't see me hang around people unless they family. Like, people don't see me until it's showtime. I don't just pull up on you. None of that. You don't see me.
Okay.
So you gotta be like family or real close. That's the only way.